I visited Almaty twice in 2025, and if you're planning your first trip to Kazakhstan, you probably have the same questions I had. Is it safe? Do people speak English? What's there actually to do? And honestly, what even is Kazakhstan beyond Borat stereotypes? I went once for business in April and again in September for an international event. And I have to tell you, this place surprised me in the best possible ways. I love traveling. This year I visited more than 10 countries across Europe and Asia, from Ireland in the west to Mongolia in the east and Qatar in the south. But Almaty? This was something completely different, and I want to share everything you need to know. How safe is it? Whenever I travel to an exotic location, and let's face it, for most people Kazakhstan sounds very exotic, safety is my first question. My personal experience from both visits was overwhelmingly positive. I walked around during the day, explored different neighborhoods, visited restaurants and attractions. In terms of safety, Almaty felt as safe as any major European city. But let me back this up with data. I looked at 2025 safety rankings from CEO World magazine, which uses safety indices and crime statistics. Almaty ranks similarly to Los Angeles or Phoenix in the US and very close to Dublin or London in Europe. Numbeo's safety index shows comparable data. You'll notice a lot of visible police presence, which is purely preventative, no need to worry. The military-looking officials at the airport can seem intimidating, but they are professional and efficient. Just to be clear, anywhere in the world, including your home country, you have safety considerations. I didn't extensively explore nightlife, but my daytime and evening experiences, combined with the data, lead me to conclude that Almaty is genuinely safe for tourists. I felt comfortable enough to do daily walks across the city with my daughter during my second visit. One important note: take your paperwork seriously, especially at immigration. Keep your passport safe, it's your main identification. If traveling with children who aren't your own for whatever reason, have proper authorization documents. How much do you really know about Kazakhstan? Country size, population, language? Here's what you need to know. Geography. Kazakhstan is the 9th largest country in the world, the same size as Western Europe, or if you prefer, 4 times bigger than Texas. This makes it the world's largest landlocked country. Despite this enormous size, the population is only about 20 million people. The city. While Astana is Kazakhstan political capital, Almaty is the southern capital and business hub. It's the country's largest city with over 2 million people. What strikes you immediately is the contrast. Almaty is a thoroughly modern city with global brands and contemporary architecture, while much of Kazakhstan remains sparsely populated. People. The population is incredibly diverse. During one car ride, my 3 hosts were Russian, Kazakh and Tatar. That diversity is typical. Language. At hotels and airports, you'll be fine with English. Kazakh and Russian are the most widely spoken languages, with English coming third. About 1/3 of Almaty's population speaks some level of English, especially younger people. If you get stuck somewhere and need help, finding a younger person is your best bet. Religion. Kazakhstan is a secular state despite religious diversity. Around 70% identify as Muslim and 20% as Christian, mostly Orthodox. But religion isn't visible in daily life or dress codes. This is a modern cosmopolitan city. Visa requirements. Citizens of most countries do not need visas for short stays in Kazakhstan. For EU or US citizens, stays below 30 days are visa-free. What should you pack for Almaty? You might wonder about dress codes in a Muslim-majority country, but here's the reality. Almaty is a modern cosmopolitan city where it's completely acceptable to wear shorts, dresses, sleeveless shirts or tops. Global fashion brands are everywhere, and local style mirrors what you'd see in any European city. Some smaller cities or rural areas might be more traditional, but in Almaty, dress as you would in any modern metropolis. Now the climate is a different story. Almaty is surrounded by massive mountains and the sea is very far away. Kazakhstan features a harsh continental climate. Summers can be brutal with temperatures reaching 35 to 40 degrees Celsius, while winters drop to -20, so plan accordingly. Best time to visit? Late spring to early autumn is ideal. I visited in April and September, both were excellent. August and September have the least rain. Daylight. Sunrise and sunset times are similar to cities at comparable latitudes like Toronto, Milwaukee, Monaco, or Sarajevo. In any new country, never assume anything about cards, ATMs, or taxi apps. Here's what actually works in Almaty. Cash and cards. Hotels, restaurants, and larger shops accept major credit cards like Visa and MasterCard, but always confirm first. In smaller stores, street markets, and taxis, cash is king. The local currency is the Kazakhstani tenge. ATMs. Great news. Most ATMs don't charge withdrawal fees. I tested this myself in April, withdrawing 10,000 tenge at my hotel ATM with 0 fees. This was a pleasant surprise compared to many countries. Getting around. On taxi apps, forget Uber and Bolt. Yandex Go is what everyone uses. It claims to accept cards, but I recommend having cash ready. Metro. Almaty has one metro line that is clean, safe, and cheap. Trains run every 10 minutes on weekdays, every 15 minutes on weekends, and I loved to use it last time in Almaty. Many tourist areas are easily accessible. Walking. The city is quite walkable, especially in the center and between many attractions. Airport. Almaty International Airport is modern and efficient. I've been through it 4 times in 2025, 2 arrivals, 2 departures. The experience was smooth each time. The airport is 15 to 20 kilometers from the city center, about 45 minutes by taxi during the day, less at night with lighter traffic. Staying connected. Roaming costs can be enormous since Kazakhstan isn't exactly near most people's home countries. I turned off roaming and mobile data, relying on Wi-Fi. If you need constant connectivity, get an eSIM or local SIM card. They're reasonably easy to arrange and much cheaper than roaming charges. Visiting new places means actually seeing them, not just staying in your hotel. Here's what you absolutely cannot miss in Almaty. I'm sharing recommendations based on my 2 visits. These are places I actually went or researched thoroughly through my trips. Must-do experiences. Cable car to Shimbulak ski resort. This was one of my personal highlights. I had one afternoon free, so a colleague and I asked a taxi driver what we could do. She recommended Shimbulak, a ski resort you can reach by cable car. It was easy to reach by taxi from the city, and late April still had snow up there. People usually ski there, but spring and autumn gives you some feel of the tall mountains. The cable car takes you to over 3,000 meters above sea level. The mountain views are magnificent. I have photos from up there that don't do it justice. You need to experience it in person. The air is crisp, the panoramas are breathtaking, and you can have some local specialties in several restaurants at the cable car stops. It's a great half-day trip. Arbat Street. Pedestrian zone in the city center is perfect for experiencing local life. Great cafes, street performers, local vendors, it's where you feel Almaty's vibrant atmosphere. While I was in Almaty in this September, the city was incredibly alive with concerts and other events. Koktobe cable car and hill offers panoramic views of the entire city with the mountains as backdrop. At the top, there's a small zoo, Ferris wheel, restaurants, and souvenir shops. Watching sunset from up here is spectacular. Central State Museum of Kazakhstan. If you want to understand Kazakhstan history, this is essential. You'll find mammoth skeletons, exhibits on the role of horses in Kazakh history, and the famous Golden Man artifact. It's close to the city center and takes 2-3 hours for a tour. Big Almaty Lake trip takes half a day at least. At 2,500 meters above sea level, this turquoise mountain lake is stunning, about an hour's drive from the city. Note, it's used for drinking water, so no swimming or getting too close is allowed. Check road conditions before going, there have been occasional closures. Food deserves special mention. I had an incredible dinner experience in Almaty. The local cuisine is fascinating and influenced by Russian, Central Asian, and increasingly international flavors. We even had one dinner in an Oriental-style restaurant without chairs, sitting or half lying on the floor. Kazakhstan loves their meat, especially horse meat and lamb. If you're open-minded enough, try a horse steak. It's pretty amazing. Some local specialties like bierzbarmak might be difficult for first-timers, but when in Rome, go all in. I had to give it a try. Fresh mountain ingredients, amazing horse meat dishes, and incredible bread, and surprisingly good wine from nearby regions. If you have more time, Gani ethnic village should be on the list. Traditional Kazakh life demonstration with lots of horses. About an hour's drive from Almaty, needs half a day minimum. Rafting and kayaking are available in the surrounding mountains for adventure seekers. Even the Football Champions League was played, with football club Kairat qualifying for the first time during my September visit. Budget expectations. Almaty is quite affordable compared to Western Europe or North America. A good meal costs $10 to $20, attractions are reasonably priced, and taxis are cheap. Metro ticket was 18 cents, for example. You can travel comfortably here without breaking the bank. Thank you for watching. I visited Almaty twice in 2025 and learned something new each time. This city completely changed my perception of Central Asia, and I think it'll surprise you too. Kazakhstan isn't about Borat jokes, and locals do not like them. It's a sophisticated, safe, fascinating destination with incredible natural beauty and warm, welcoming people. If you're looking for something truly different in 2026, put Almaty on your list.